life, it's so crazy, right? The way the way in which we come into this world, we all come by ourselves, right? Unless you got twins, triplets, and all that, right? But you come into this world, and the first relationship that you make is your mom, right? It's a connection that lives on like forever, you know. Then it's your father and other family members and so on. But see, these connections are the connections that we really don't have a choice in per se, right? You're born into this world into a family, and you learn the culture, what's right, what's wrong, morals, and so forth and so on through your family. And it's crazy, right? That you could be born in one part of the world and you believe something. You can be born in another, something else. You can be somewhere else, believe in this God. You can go somewhere else, and then it's the family that we're born into. Culture. And this isn't about religion or anything about that, but it's just those relationships are the ones that we are born into, and they help mold us, the ideas and ideologies that we in turn take into life. But probably I'm gonna say they're different. I'm gonna say this first off, because I don't want any parents, moms or dads, to be upset. But the relationships that you make by choice have a different feel or tendency to them, if you understand what I'm saying. You know how a lot of people say that with family, that you can become closer to people that ain't blood family more so than you can your actual kin, right? And there's another saying that everybody that's skin folk ain't kin folk. In other words, just because people look like you or you're born into the same family don't mean that you're the same place mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or whatever. You know, there's certain people in certain families that disconnect just completely. But this ain't about that. What this is about is when we lose a loved one. And when I say a loved one, I mean a brother, a sister that you've developed a relationship with forever how many years, forever how long. And this relationship, you may have bond through military service, it may be through work, it may be through children. Your children end up being friends, and then y'all became friends. And I remember losing my first friend, like to death. Losing my first friend, and it was rough. My brother Jamel, he was hit by a car. I mean, details still don't quite, make sense, but my brother, we were close. And when we first met, we didn't like each other. You know what I mean? And this happened maybe a year after I graduated high school. And we got close. I want to say maybe middle school, maybe. But by losing him, it changed the way that I dealt with grief, and I dealt with losing a friend, because it never happened. Until it happens, everything's new. Everything's the unknown until it happens. And when you lose a friend, it's different, man. It's different. And you take on different responsibilities. You take on different modes. People are different. And for me, whenever I lost Jamel, man, it's like I wanted to try to do stuff in honor of him, right? I was out here running around with these chicks, wilding because my boy was out here. I wanted to be a big brother to his little brother. I wanted to stay close with the family. I wanted to, you know what I mean? And it's different. And by being there for his youngest brother, it brought me a type of homage to pay. You know what I mean? In a sense. Now, the reason I'm really making this video is because I found out that a police officer was gunned down a few weeks back. And I guess you would call him one of my brother-in-laws or whatnot, that he was close with him. And he, was tore up. And I understand. When you lose a brother, it's different. Because when you lose a brother, and I say brother in the context of a very, very close friend that you create a brotherhood with, a longevity with, through or by circumstances in which you two bonded. You see what I'm saying? That's brotherhood. I speak to people, I say, what's going on, brother? That ain't the same. But for somebody to be my brother, because I don't have friends, I have brothers. We're family. That's the connotation behind it. But to lose a brother, it's different. It's different. And what I want to say is, because I know it hurts. I know there's so much pain. I know there's so much anger. I know there's so much strife. I know. But we as men, the police force, military, people, that's why people come back from the military with so much anguish and pain, because they've been out there and they lost brothers. They've been hurt. They're mentally not in the same place anymore because they saw everything. And the crux of it all is we can see ourselves in that exact same position. That's why it hurts more. Because we can see that it could have been me. I could have been on that call. I could have been on that Humvee. I could have been in them trenches. I could have been walking down that road. I could have been hit by that car. I could have been there. But this is the message I got for you boys, women, homies, friends. It won't you. As hurt as you are, as much pain as it caused, it wasn't you. You are here. You cannot fester in pain and grief. You cannot hold on to the what if and the scenarios. Grieve. Cry. Do it. Get it out. But you're here. There's still people that need you. There's still people that need your love. They need your attention. They need your affection. They need your care. They need your protection, your provision. They need you to be the priest. They need you to be the prophet of their family. They people that need you. And they need you in the right headspace. If you need help, brother, seek help. There's nothing stopping you. There's nothing to be ashamed of. We all need help. There's actually strength in knowing when you need a brother. There's strength in knowing when you need someone to pick you up, to lift your arms up. There's strength in knowing that you need somebody to get up under your arms like the prophets did under Moses, holding your arms up. And I urge you, get help. There's no dishonor in it. We need you. We need you focused on the job. We need you protecting and serving. We honor you. We respect you. Get your help. If you lost someone, anyway, it doesn't matter. But especially if you lost them to crazy violence, something traumatic, get help. Because until you get it out, you're not really going to properly grieve. You can't grow through it. And that's what life is about. Things don't happen to you, they happen for you. Stuff don't happen to us, it happens for us. Growth, we either go through it or we grow through it. Those are choices, those are paradigms. You can make it. You will make it. I have faith in you, brothers. I have faith in you. But you got to do the work. Get the help you need. Get your attention. Get on one accord. Get in the right place, headspace. Get yourself safe so that you can be the best version of yourself today. I love you. I pray for all the families that's lost people over the years. I have family members that are still grieving the loss of my grandfather. And he died when I was in elementary school. I'm 36 years old. There are people that are grieving the loss of brothers, the loss of fellow soldiers, the loss of officers, the loss of family members through cancer. You know what I mean? Grief is different for everyone. And if you're going through something, it's time for you to start growing. Seek medical attention. Get you a counselor, speak to a therapist, get yourself in the right headspace and grow. Because life always ends in death. And it's something that we have to embrace, something that we have to understand. And for us that aren't spiritual, it's going to be a little different. But if you do have a connection with God or understanding of, an afterlife, it brings peace and understanding to a thing. So I made this video because I want you guys to grow. So till next time, stay positive, stay productive, keep moving forward, and just know you can grow through it, not just go through it. I'll be praying for you guys. Lights out.